Welcome back to another episode of Jikari's Imperial Agent playthrough, also known as Sniper 9. Last time we finished up on Nar Shaddaa, captured an old advisor of Darth Jadis's, and gave him over to Darth Jord. Now we have two more leads, and that is to Tatooine and Alderaan. Tatooine is our next stop, so let's get to it.
Watcher 2 to Cipher 9. Link established with Mos Illa Spaceport. Updating encryption protocols. And transmission secure. I assume the flight was uneventful?
I arrived in one piece. What's the mission?
Tatooine's a desert world. Binary star system, minimal life forms, sparsely populated by farmers and petty criminals. Mos Illa is the sole Imperial outpost. Not normally somewhere we'd expect terrorists to congregate, but these are unusual terrorists, the Ghost Cell.
Unusual in what way? Methodology? Politics? Species?
Methodology and function. Years ago, we heard rumors of a training program for hardened radicals. A terror cell specializing in stealth, infiltration, and assassination. Information now suggests this Ghost Cell is real, elite support for the Eagles network.
What are these assassins capable of?
There are stories of diplomats beheaded, security teams murdered, but no proof of terrorist involvement. It's troubling. We're targeting Tatooine on the word of an anonymous source claiming to be a former Ghost Cell member. The source says that stopping the terrorists is a matter of conscience. He wants a face-to-face meeting.
An anonymous source demands a meet. It doesn't inspire faith.
What he's given us checks out, and we can't ignore this. Soothe his paranoia and dispose of him when you've eliminated the cell. He's waiting for a call from a holocom terminal in town. Stay on guard. Watcher 2 out.
Alright, so our next terror cell we have to dispatch of is the Ghost Cell.
Galaxy will continue trembling at your approach if it knows what's good for it, Master. Maker knows I do.
So Tatooine is the first planet we'll actually run into Republic players on a regular basis. We could run into level 55s during the bounty week. We could run into level 55s just wanting to torment the quest hubs, and we could run into guys our level. So this is the first time you might actually see PvP because I am on a PvP server for those interested. So there's a chance I could die at any point. One thing that's nice is I might have a shot of escaping unharmed through stealth, playing the operative. Tatooine has an interest in World Quest arc, which we will see. A little bit boring when it gets right down to it, just locating everything. But the final quest is pretty amazing, especially for those who played Knights of the Old Republic yet again.
Bye.
So, Tatooine, for any of those who've watched the movie, you'll have, your typical sand people, Jawas, all that here. No, we won't be going to Jabba the Hutt's palace. In fact, we don't see any huts on Tatooine. That was all Nar Shaddaa and Hutta, for the most part.
Welcome to Tatooine, sir. If you hold a moment, I can provide directions to the research center.
You must be looking for someone else.
You're... sorry, my error. Much of the Imperial traffic we get is assigned to the archaeological expedition. Security, scientific equipment. They don't tell me what it's for. If you're going to be here long, you might wish to speak to Captain Gola. Ensure that our operations don't overlap.
I'll pay your captain a visit.
These are the center's coordinates. I'll alert them that you may be coming.
Alright, this Captain Gola, that guy we just saw, it's pretty obvious now, but that is indeed the road quest to start.
You ever wonder what the Empire was thinking? Trying to take this wasteland? You interested in striking a blow against the Exchange? Sooner the Empire tightens the noose, the sooner most of us can ship home. Gangsters are smuggling our explosives out of Mos Eisley, selling them to the Republic. We need to show them it's a bad idea.
No one steals from the Empire and lives.
Thank you. We need our explosives back, and we need to find out who's running their operation. If you'll help, I'll get you locations for all suspected stashes. But be careful. We've already lost good soldiers to the Exchange Guards.
If I need to fight, I'll fight.
If any of their men attack, search them. They must have a base, a way to communicate. Retrieving the explosives is important, but we must get to their leaders to stop this problem for good.
Alright, so we already have a couple quests here. There's a sniper right in front. That is one hell of a weapon there. He is. Alright, so let's start with our class quest just because he happens to start right here.
What's up?
I've been waiting for days. I don't appreciate being jerked around. Who is this anyway? Who sent you?
I'm someone who can ruin you if I don't get what I want. Clear?
Clear. Fine. I'll talk about the terrorists, but I need a guarantee. If we're going to meet, no one can know. Not the ghost cell, not Imperial security.
So, they said him, this is a girl. I can already tell just by the lips. Nice disguise though.
I can't promise anything unless you tell me what's going on.
I don't trust you, and the ghost cell wants me dead. That should tell you enough. There are sentry droids all around town. Imperial model, but everyone knows their holocam feeds are insecure. The ghost cell could use them to find me. Take out the droids and I can make our rendezvous.
Say I agree. Where do we make contact?
Once you've dealt with the sentries, head to the market. Give the droids holocams to a merchant named Dato Whis. He'll send you to me.
Dato Whis. Can he be trusted?
He's just a drop point. Doesn't know a thing. If the way is clear, I'll see you soon. Otherwise, we won't speak again.
Okay. So I get to destroy these things. Interesting. Okay, well, I happen to be here. I'm gonna go ahead and speak to Captain Gola since he's just over there.
I'm here.
Keela, I need those water readings. We won't get more supplies without a report.
Sorry, sir. I'll check soon as I can. Sand in the gauges.
Blast. Bring in some local technicians. See if they can fix us up while I greet our guests.
Okay.
Arden Gola, sir. Imperial Reclamation Service. I've run excavations on Zeost, Malachor 2 and Nimdrovis. But add a little heat and dust and we've got nothing but trouble.
Tell me who's in charge.
I run the crew's day-to-day activities, but we report...
Captain Gola and his crew report to me. I am Darth Silthar. They are my hands, digging and scraping where I cannot. We came to Tatooine to solve a mystery. One of dead men and desert secrets. Not for conquest, but for power.
What could the Empire possibly need on this dust ball?
I too once viewed this world as insignificant. No longer. The Empire recently found a damaged shuttle drifting through deep space. It came from a Zerka Corporation research base on Tatooine.
Zerka had Tatooinian artifacts they claimed were the find of the millennium. Mystery devices with the energy throughput of a sun. But a month after the shuttle launch, their research base disappeared. Zerka never came back.
Somewhere in this wasteland is power enough to destroy a world, remake a galaxy. My team is going to find the Zerka base and these artifacts along with it. We will learn their secrets. Will you join us?
Why would you want me to join you?
Because I sense power in you. And I have need of such power. Now, scattered across the desert, sheltered within caves, live a people called the Sons of Palawa. They are an exacting and ritualistic tribe, come to Tatooine to test themselves against the elements. A settlement nearby has something we need.
They will cooperate, or meet their doom.
Yes, though their might is considerable, especially as they possess... What was it, Captain?
Experimental battle droids, armed with turbo lasers, shields, and who knows what else.
Circa droids, no doubt rebuilt by the Sons of Palawa. And the tribals are not inclined to share.
I'll handle it.
After the Empire took Mos Ela, the Sons of Palawa decided we were invaders. They'll shoot anyone who gets close.
But why should that stop you? If the droids truly are from Zerka, I want their secrets. Dissect them, peel the droids' armor, and bring the captain their Verba brains. Then they will lead us to the missing Zerka base.
Okay. So that's like an uncharacteristic Sith. Sure wants power, but... I guess that uncharacteristic. Alright, so right now we're running around Mos Ela, doing a variety of quests. Now we're recovering explosive chemicals.
This ugly.
So, Tatooine is... Yes, it is a big place. If you actually look on my map, you'll see, like, Anchorhead, which is, the Republic's starting point, and Mos Eisley are completely separated by all these black lines. When truth, I can't run all the way across there, and vice versa. We have to take a speeder right here, all the way out into the Junlands and the Dune Sea. Now, the Junlands were kind of split in half, so I shouldn't have to worry about Republic players here. But towards the Dune Sea episode, which is where our final quests will be located, including our class story quests, that's when I'll have to worry about running into Republic players. Not because I happen to be here.
Yeah.
Alright, so Tatooine is right here.
Smells like a sweaty farmer. Great spot for a dead drop.
Good droids. Many droids. You coming to shop now? Yes. You look around.
I've got your stupid holocams. Now tell me what's going on.
Holocams? Yes. Yes, for these we make an exchange. I get holocams, you get shiny mouse droid. Good condition.
Thank you. I'm sure that'll do nicely.
Yes. Look, your droid is getting away. Better follow him.
On Hutta, we used mouse droids for target practice.
Okay, I made it pretty obvious at the start, but now I understand that I'm supposed to follow this thing. Kinda got the hint. I remember the first time I was in Mos Eisley, I ran around everywhere looking for those chemicals. Took me forever to find. And as I said, a female.
Keep your weapons down. I don't want to fight, You sure you weren't followed?
I need to know who I'm talking to. Weapons stay out until then.
Okay, I'm not gonna cause trouble. My name is Mia Hawkins. I'm not giving you the runaround, it's just... The ghost cell can look like anyone. Holographic disguise.
What?
They may be good, but no one's that good.
You really don't get it, do you? I used to be part of Cobalt Flag, the anti-occupation group on Sullust. We fought the Empire, organized bombings and sabotage. Didn't work. Last year, Imp Security cracked down. Most of us died. I was approached by people who offered me a way out. Retraining.
Don't make it sound like you were a victim. You killed people.
Cobalt Flag always issued warnings before attacks. If civilians died, it wasn't our fault. Look, I don't want to get into a political argument. I did what I had to do. But right now, we've got the same goals.
I'll grant you that much.
Right. Moving on, then. The Eagles people smuggled me into Tatooine, brought me to this weird empty village in the middle of the desert. The Ghost Cell lived there, a few dozen fighters from around the galaxy, training under their leader, the Old Man.
Let's hear some more.
He was ancient. Brilliant. He taught us how to move unseen, kill anyone. The Old Man's village was an empty model. We could experiment with bombs, sniper fire, whatever. I spent months there. Then they started kidnapping civilians, brought them to the village so we could practice. That's when I slipped away.
A whole town mocked up so you could learn terrorism.
Those people were innocent. There are limits. The ghost cell has to stop. I don't know where the village is. They kept us sedated coming and going, but I had a thought. The cell gets food and supplies from some smuggler in town. Name of Dragon Eyes. If we can flesh him out, he can lead us there.
Someone we could lean on for information.
Not my skill, but I've had friends who were leaned on by intelligence. They talked. I patched together these tracking devices. Wouldn't be hard to plant them on customers in the local cantina. People who know things. Then you ask around for Dragon Eyes, loud and public. Someone's bound to try and warn him, and with the trackers, we can see who.
I start asking questions, I'll expose myself.
I know, but if someone targets you, we know it's working. I'll monitor the trackers and call you when someone gets in touch with Dragon Eyes. But work fast, okay?
Looks like I'm letting everyone know that I've landed on Tatooine. Looks like it's in this cantina too, interesting. Alright, so let's head over there. This is pretty interesting. So, this ghost cell has the ability to transform into anything, any form for this holographic imaging. Granted, I was able to do it, but I had to have implants just to transform into one thing. They're saying anything. I don't get how that's possible, but this old man seems to be their leader. They're kidnapping civilians to train terrorists as well. But she seems pretty spooked. Alright, so apparently I gotta find a signal window.
Get out of here!
Alright, so I'm just quickly gonna pick up this quest. Something tells me I gotta go downstairs. I don't know why. No, it is up here.
Welcome to Tatooine. I believe I am one of the few here privileged to have the true knowledge of your position and identity.
My activities are authorized by Imperial intelligence.
I did not mean to be overly familiar. I only wanted to ask a question. I was wondering, in all of your travels, have you had much experience with Force use among lesser alien species?
I fought plenty of Force users. I'll tell you that.
The Jawas, you've seen them. Little, unimpressive, unimportant sand rats. Is it possible they use the Force? A dozen of my officers were killed by the vermin, all with burns from lightning. If the Jawas are using the Force to resist our occupation, we must bring proof to the Dark Council, so that they may crush the threat.
What would it take to convince them?
I have some information from the one patrol that managed to return. The Jawa tribes are not as isolated as we thought. Apparently, they communicate with each other using secret relays in the deep desert. If they're training Force users, those relays will be our way to find out where and how.
How do you plan to do that?
We need to bug the relays. But the Jawas have reconstituted assault droids around every one, and the messages are in code. The communications relays are in the desert outside Mos Ila. If you want to help, plant these bugs on them, then hunt down the ranking Jawas in the area. If we're lucky, one of them has the cipher for the code.
Interesting. Alright, so let's work on the Whispering Dust since we happen to be here. This is actually the, when I landed on here in the beta, this is the last planet I did. I had trouble defeating the final boss. on this planet in the last part. And then I kind of rushed in to just see the first 2 cutscenes on Alderaan.
Sleazy little cantina. If I had to live on a planet like this, I'd be drinking here too.
There's a lot of shady characters around. Those are for the bounty week. What's going on? Alright, time to speak to the bartender.
So the Imperials come in with 3 astromech droids, and I'm thinking to myself, I see. You want something? I'm a little busy here.
I'm looking for a man. Dragon Eyes. You heard of him?
Dragon Eyes. Eh, doesn't ring any bells, but that don't mean much. What's this guy to you?
The two of us have shared interests. A meeting could be profitable.
Well, I'll keep an ear out, but I can't promise much.
Let's ask around. See if one of these losers can find a clue.
Good news. An old Rhodian left the cantina a few minutes ago. Fidgety. Nervous. I'm tracking him. Might be going to Dragon Eyes. The bad news is, Ghost Cell assassins are all over. They're coming to kill you.
Didn't expect them so soon.
Yeah. Sorry. They've got stealth tech and street clothes. No way to find and fight them all. You need to get them off your back, and now. Take the offensive. Draw them into an ambush.
I don't need your advice.
If that were true, there wouldn't be a Ghost Cell, would there? Grab a speeder out of town. There's an old wind farm not far. Plenty of cover. And dust's good for jamming stealth. Should hide the bodies, too. Look, I have to go. They'll be looking for me. Talk later.
Okay. I tell her I don't need her advice because I know what I'm doing, and she responds like, if I knew what I was doing, the ghost cell would already be dead. I kind of just landed on the planet 5 minutes ago, 10 minutes ago, so screw you, bitch. Alright, anyway, the Whispering Dust will not be done this episode. It'll be next episode for anyone interested. I know it's a half-ass way of leaving the quest line open, but I have no choice in that regard. I'm not sure if I'm going to kill all the exchange infiltrators to get the quest done here. I don't know, it might take a little bit long for me to finish it, so might end up just running into the rendezvous site and then going out into the desert. The quest drop is a lot better on these. I remember killing like 20 of these guys before I got any. Either that or I'm just really lucky right now. I like how they have some interesting stuff. Like over here, it looks like the Sith here have cornered these two guys, and this guy's dead. Whether they hit this guy, I'm not sure. Kinda looks like a car accident.
What do you figure? Scrap? Or is there something decent around here?
Well, since I happen to be over here, I'm just gonna go into the rendezvous site and deal with this real quick. Alright, let's see what we got here. Let's signal for the pickup. Alright, so that quest is done. So, Tatooine, like I said, is going to probably be the start where I can't do each area like I have been, where the episodes might be a little bit longer. Or there's more of them, if I decide to do it. I mean, I can't blame people for not wanting to watch, like, say, 1-hour episodes. I thank all the fans who have. I mean, it's been great. Hopefully more get involved when they see the 10-20 minute ones that I might get into with the class tours. Alright, and that is stage 1.
Can't live without me, huh?
So there's quite a few of them all over the map. I'm doing this just because it's easy experience. Maybe make the episode longer, which unfortunately is not my goal. Starting to wonder if I'm going to have to end it just being in Mos Illa. And then next episode, run out and deal with the Jawas and Sons of Palawa.
You in need?
So, level 28 operative over there.
What's up?
Perfection is my goal, Master.
We'll turn in the quest down here as well to Lieutenant Drayson, since we happen to be right here.
Can't live without me, huh?
Some of those bonus quests that can be easily skipped.
Your smuggling ring is broken. Here's everything I could salvage.
Excellent. I was hoping that was you I was hearing about. The local authorities have been all in a dither about an unprovoked massacre of suspected exchange members. I hope this compensates you sufficiently for your time.
Alright, let's head on out. Now, just to give you guys a heads up, there used to be a well, there still is. There's a probably won't be able to see it from here, but over here, yes you can. See that light over there? That is a data. Before, you used to be able to sneak through there and actually cheat your way to get it instead of jumping around all these tents and stuff around Mos Illa. They actually fixed that a few patches ago, so now it's impossible to do. So you actually literally have to jump from building to building to building. I will do a Tatooine Datacron thing. I hate Tatooine's Datacrons. That's when they start to become a pain. For those who have never seen Tatooine's Datacrons. One of them takes like an hour just to get to, literally, half an hour, something like that. It was buggy at the start where it actually kicked me off. I had to do it for a second time. It's like a little balloon you're supposed to jump on. In my case, it's this balloon, like I said, despawned right before I got, or fogged in. And the balloon's supposed to travel around the dune zoo.
Perfection delivered, Master.
Alright, now I'll deposit the attack plans obviously when I get back. There's another quest here that we'll pick. Here's where the old speeder vendor used to be too.
Displaying all authorized
Like technically I shouldn't have a speeder until I hit 25. Where it used to go.
Criminals and vagabonds. Everywhere on Tatooine, the Empire's great works are besieged by criminals and vagabonds.
Major Veer, sir, you have a guest.
What? Welcome, Agent. Here to correct the dismal embarrassment this post represents, I hope.
I can't discuss my mission, Major.
Of course not. As I was just explaining to the lazy sots in my command, the Exchange Crime Syndicate is flagrantly defying the Empire's directives. They're banned by Imperial law, yet they've given refuge here to dozens of murderers, spice dealers. They've even started processing spice outside Mos Ila, and yet my men refuse to act.
But sir, we lost 15 men in our last attempt.
Quiet! I am well versed in this company's many failures. Clearly, I must turn elsewhere to see Imperial law restored.
All right. Tell me what to do.
The job is simple. The spice processing operation outside Mos Ila must be completely obliterated, and its guards killed as a lesson. With their men dead and machinery destroyed, the message will be clear. I look forward to seeing you when it is done.
Alright, so we're pushing the time. Let me just activate that. So let's see what we can do over the next 20 minutes or so. There's a lot of quests on Tatooine. I'll be honest, on this planet I got really bored and didn't really particularly like it whatsoever.
Tough now, dirtbag.
Alright, time to go after the Jawas. Fortunately, I know the Jawas leading to 2 quests, so...
Want some of this? One more down. Don't be stupid.
So, what will happen, most likely, unless I really rush it, and I really don't want to end it up that way. There might be 1 quest left out in Mos Ila, which I might end up skipping. But I don't know if I want to do that because it's the Force using Jawa. I'm sure you guys would all be disappointed if I did do that. And there's level 25. So quickly I'm going to select Tactical Opportunity, which means my collateral strike has a 50% chance to immediately regrant tactical advantage when hitting a poison target. If I was interested, at 25 I get, well, all I get is debilitate. In the old days it'd be speeder pilot trading, so I couldn't get a speeder until 25. just... I need to go get a prototype one. Interesting. I can actually sneak past all these guys. Since I have that ability. I got the, man, 16. I don't remember that either. I remember it being a lot more. Must have learned a lot of these bonus quests.
I am Fair One of the Sons of Palawa. You have won this battle, and I call for parley. You brutalized our keepings. Tell us why our wives and children weep, so that this feud may be honorable.
There's no room for honor in this job.
Then you have my pity. We know about the Empire's expedition. Whatever you're after, you won't find it. The desert protects its own. And though we can't keep you from departing, beware Tatooine, and beware our vengeance. You've made an enemy today.
Vengeance can wait. For now, we can part in peace.
Go. We have injured to tend to, and graves to dig. We'll meet again soon enough.
The guy was alright with me leaving, so why not? Alright, time to turn a bunch of these in.
I'm here.
See what Darth Silfire has to say about this.
What's wrong, Hale? I can sense your fear.
Sorry, my lord. I'm remembering that time on Ziost, when I was buried alive.
That's good. Use that fear, Hale. Let it push you. Ah, did you bring us the droid mines?
Awkward indeed, this stuff is.
Your little job is finished.
I sense we'll do incredible things together. Zerka's discovery is out there somewhere, sending ripples through the Force.
Let's get the vertebrains analyzed, my lord. Keela.
Memory wipe destroyed the old files, but it looks like the Sons of Palawa bought the droids from Jawas.
All right. Guess that makes the Jawas our next lead to the Zerka base.
Would the Jawas trade with the Sons?
They'll sell their goods to anyone. Mos Ela was originally their trading post.
The Jawas are one of the native species, primitive masters of machinery.
They swarm like rats during the trade season, selling droid parts and generators. Then it's back to the desert.
In my dreams, I see one band that remains in the wastes near this city. Find them. I must meditate.
I hope Zerka's secret is worth such cost and effort, my lord.
It will be. It must be.
Show the vertebrains to the Jawas. See if they can't identify the source. They won't have records, but they're clever. Good hunting. Stay hydrated, stay safe, and stay cautious.
Another time.
Okay, so, because I forgot, I actually do still have a quest in here. I will actually call it an episode once I turn all these in. Just because this would definitely be the longest episode by far. If I kept going. I mean, I have 2 more turn-ins. I know a lot of people probably don't agree.
I have some information you may be interested
But really,
in.
it's no different than me calling it quits after I jump to a new area. It's just next time you'll see the new area just halfway in.
I must thank you for the work you did with the Jawa communications. The bugs you set are already transmitting. Any rebellion the Jawas plan will come straight to our ears. I trust finding the cipher gave you little difficulty.
Let's see if this confirms your theories.
Let me transmit the code to our surveillance team. Yes, the Jawas speak of spirit wielders, those who possess the magic of their shamans. I assume they mean the Force. Their young go to a secret training ground to learn the shaman's magic. They're building an army there. We must stop them. This shaman, the one training their armies. We need to bring her into custody, study her, learn what she is made of.
Do your scientists prefer their specimens alive or dead?
Please take her alive. The Sith must observe her using the Force. There is little her corpse can tell them. I hope I can rely on you to make this happen.
Dragging back an unwilling Force user is easier said than done.
We are fortunate to have a Sith Lord in this very colony, Lord Biro. Speak with her. She made her reputation taking Jedi alive. She may have techniques to share. I'll tell her to expect you.
Alright, looks like I'll be dealing with her next. Okay, that quest is a heroic foreman, so I'm gonna leave that.
Look sharp, men. This is what success looks like. An entire exchange operation crushed like an insect. May your accomplishment inspire them to do their own jobs half as well.
Looks like all that's left is to settle the bill.
What? Of course. Take this with my humble thanks. Our Empire's standing will be much improved thanks to your work. Farewell.
So I'm gonna end this episode by first talking to Lord Bedro. Then the next episode will actually feature me running back into the desert to deal with the Jawas before heading off to deal with the ghost cell.
course. Hello. Commander Villos told me to expect you. I'm surprised someone of your background would agree to a mission like this. The idea that a Jawa, the lowest sort of alien scum, has the discipline it takes to use the Force is nothing short of insulting. These Jawa shamans are simply charlatans putting on a show for the gullible. However, if it were true...
The only way to know is to go after them.
No. This has the potential to sow chaos throughout the Empire. Imagine if no one respected the power of the Sith, if they believed the lowest slave could muster the same powers. For the sake of the Empire, it is crucial that the Force remain mysterious. The province of the elite, not Jawas.
Is this a bad time to ask for your advice on restraining Force users?
On the contrary, I will aid you in Commander Villo's quest, but only because I expect you to redirect your goals. Find this Jawa training ground, hunt down this shaman, but kill her and any Force users you see. Bring Commander Villos a regular Jawa warrior, and tell him it's the shaman. Any studies will prove conclusively that Jawas have no connection to the Force.
My eyes were just hella bugged.
I'm not going to lie just to serve your political goals.
My goals are the goals of the Empire. Commander Villos is a fool. However, he has alerted our superiors to this issue, and they expect results. I suggest you reconsider, but I will not interfere with your mission. These shackles have held Jedi before. They should restrain your shaman easily. If she exists.
Alright, so thanks for watching. Please rate, comment, and subscribe. And next episode you will see me handle a Force using Jawa, apparently.